What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Ben Richardson. I am the best looking chemical engineer with a crooked nose on the face of the entire planet. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to build a physique like Henry Cavill. If you're new here, I want you to subscribe to my channel because it's gonna teach you how to live a healthy, sustainable life through things like nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle decisions that you make in general. So go ahead and subscribe and turn those notifications on too so that you don't miss out on any of my latest content. In this video, you're gonna learn how to eat and how to train so that you can build a body like Henry Cavill, and you're gonna be looking like a beast of a man. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing I wanna mention is that I'm really not sure if Henry Cavill takes steroids. Maybe he takes some sort of testosterone therapy or some sort of testosterone supplement. I'm really not sure. I didn't really do the research. To me, in my opinion, his physique looks like you could definitely attain it from just doing things naturally. He's certainly worked hard, and I'm sure he has a lot of trainers that work with him, but there's nothing that stands out of his physique or as far as like his rate of progress that indicates to me that he's not natural or that you can't achieve a body like him all naturally. It's gonna take some work, but I just feel like that is worth mentioning. And don't forget that his physique might not necessarily look exactly what it looks like in his Hollywood films or his shows and stuff. Those Hollywood directors, they're really good at what they do, and they know how to make these actors look really good on camera through things like editing and lighting and stuff like that, so just keep that in mind. So to kind of break down his physique and his different muscle groups, like where he's proportioned well and stuff, he has a nice square chest, he's got big round Death Star looking shoulders, he's got a nice thick back, and he has huge arms. And his waist for the most part is pretty slim. In some of his films, he's not super lean looking, but I mean, he doesn't have a gut or anything, so he's not like the most lean guy I've ever seen on film or on camera, but he's not chunky or anything. He still has a relatively slim waist compared to his shoulders, and that's the look that you really want to go for, is that V-shaped kind of look. So to build this physique, you have to be both lean and you need to build a lot of muscle in your upper body, or at least a considerable amount of muscle. To get lean, you're really going to want to focus on your diet. The saying abs are made in the kitchen, that definitely is the case. Focus on your diet to get lean, and then the workout routine and the training, that's how you're going to build muscle in certain proportions in areas like your chest, your shoulders, your back, your arms, all that sort of thing. So the slim waist, the diet's gonna kind of take care of that, and everything else in terms of building muscle, that's where the training comes in. By the way, there's a very simple 3 workouts per week template below in the description, so check that out. You can use that as a template, you can follow it exactly, or you can substitute whatever exercises that you like to do. So go ahead and check that out. It's just a sample routine. And by no means is it Henry Cavill's exact workout routine, but the way that it's structured, it's going to help you build that kind of looking physique. So exercises that you definitely want to focus on are things like incline press movements, shoulder press movements, and pull-ups and chin-ups. Those are pretty much the main 3 compound lifts that you really want to focus on. So those are the 3 main compound exercises that are really going to help you develop that kind of physique that Henry Cavill has. So you definitely want to focus your efforts on those. So doing other compound lifts like your typical squats, your bench, and your deadlifts, those are also great exercises to do, but you specifically want to prioritize those 3 that I just mentioned, because those exercises are specifically going to help you develop that kind of V tapper look, and that's gonna help you look more like Henry Cavill. And then for your isolation exercises, you're gonna focus on things like bicep curls, tricep pushdowns, a lot of row movements to help build a thick back, lateral raises to really develop your lats, and hip thrusts, because you definitely don't want to just skimp out on your lower body training. I know a lot of the physique development to look like Henry Cavill, you're gonna have to pack on a lot of muscle on your upper body, and you should prioritize your training in your upper body, but that does not mean that you should neglect your legs. You still want to have strong, healthy, functional legs, so definitely still train your legs. So I'm speaking pretty generally about these exercises because you should substitute in and do exercises that you like doing and are comfortable with. So for example, if you look at the workout template, I'm a big fan of single leg squat movements, things like pistol squats and Bulgarian split squats. But if you don't like movements like those, if you'd rather do your standard barbell back squat, then opt for doing that. That's okay. All right, let's talk about the diet a little bit. So in terms of the diet, you definitely need to eat in a calorie deficit if you need to lose weight, because that's going to lower your overall body fat percentage, and that's really the only way that you can slim down your waist. Depending on how much body fat you have to lose, I'd recommend going for a mild calorie deficit. If you do have a lot of body fat to lose, maybe go for a more aggressive calorie deficit. But personally, I would never eat under 1,800 calories per day. I would consider that to be a pretty aggressive calorie deficit. So if you have a lot of body fat to lose, shoot for somewhere in there. And if you don't have as much body fat to lose, you can eat more calories than that. So just kind of gauge it based on how much weight you have to lose. Now to do this, you're definitely going to want to download some kind of calorie and macro tracking app, because you want to keep track of everything that you're putting into your mouth. Tracking your calories and macros is like using a GPS to get to your destination. You can certainly still get to your destination by eyeballing things or maybe using a map or something like that, but you're gonna get there much quicker if you just use a GPS, because the GPS is going to show you the quickest possible way to get there, and that's exactly what tracking your calories and macronutrients is going to do for you. You are going to get to your goal a lot quicker because you're really honing in on what really matters. I mean, you eat food every single day, so that's gonna make the biggest difference in terms of getting lean and developing your physique. So in terms of a macronutrient ratio, I recommend 25% protein, 25% fat, and 50% carbs. I have plenty of other content that I go into why I like this macronutrient ratio. I'm not gonna go into it here, but that's what I recommend. And then my general calorie recommendation is take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by the number 12, and that'll give you your calorie deficit. So for example, if you weigh 170 pounds, if you take 170 pounds, multiply that by 12, that is 2,040 calories per day. So that's your calorie deficit. And then make sure that you track your progress. So you wanna weigh yourself first thing in the morning when you get up. I recommend putting a scale in your bathroom because most people use the bathroom in the morning. Just real quick, weigh yourself before you eat or drink anything, and keep track of that as often as you can. Definitely take waist measurements too, because that's a much better indication of your body fat going down than something like the just weighing yourself or the scale. So get a clothes measurer and measure your waist at least once a week, and the general trend should be that it's going down. Another thing is you want to pay attention to how you feel. If you're feeling good, that's a solid indication that you're doing well and you should keep doing what you're doing and keep going. If you don't have a lot of energy, maybe bump up your calories a little bit. And then lastly, make sure that you get enough sleep. So 2 things that you do every day: you eat and you sleep. And you can do everything right, but if you don't nail your sleep, if you don't get enough sleep and enough good quality sleep, that can ruin all of your progress. So definitely prioritize your sleep. Don't mess all of your hard work up by not getting enough sleep and not prioritizing the quality of your sleep also. I have a whole video on sleeping tips, so if you need some sleeping tips, definitely check that video out after you're done watching this one. But don't neglect your sleep. Absolutely, sleep is super important. Training is definitely important also, but you eat and you sleep every single day. So if you nail those 2 things, that is going to make the biggest difference in the long run. So make sure that you prioritize it. So there you have it. Again, make sure you check out that workout template down in the description below. You can follow it exactly, or you can make exercise substitutions or modify it however. If you follow that workout routine exactly, I guarantee it's gonna get you about 95% of the way there. So follow that workout routine and all the other tips in this video, and you'll be building a crazy beastly physique like Henry Cavill in no time. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And again, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting content like this every single week. I post videos at least every Tuesday, and I'm gonna teach you how to live a healthy, sustainable life through nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle decisions that you make. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you made it to the end, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this. Good luck in your physique development goals. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.